Coming to you from Seattle tonight, where the roof at Safeco Field has been closed for comfort. It's the home opener of this new season between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Seattle Mariners. Trout and Cano slug it out. Coming up next. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He'll get us started in this. One under the lights.
For the Angels, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Waiting on it is Henniger. One down. Now at the plate, Zach Cozart. He begins play in this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. Late that time for a strike. And HR, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners entering play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Well, everybody's hyped. The crowd is hyped. The players were hyped. And the beauty of the night game when the ace is throwing, gets people all day. This town has been buzzing talking about him being on the mound tonight. I'm excited to watch him throw.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Zach Cozart goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Matt, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. Seager has it. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Here's D. Gordon now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Mariners, center fielder, D. Gordon.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And Harold, this Angels ball club entering play here tonight. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
And this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Gene Segura comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Outside, 3-0 now. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And there's out number 2. There's Robbie Cano now. He brings a batting average just south of .320 into this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing, and Cano rolls this one to second. There to get it is Kinsler. Low throw, but a nice play at the bag by Pujols. Saves an error and ends the inning. Digging in now, Cole Calhoun. He'll start things out against James Paxton as we get the inning underway. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Right. The windup and the 0-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 8.
First pitch on its way to Upton. Justin Upton is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
I like that curveball right there. You know he's setting fastball, and he wants to ambush one, jump it right out of the yard, and you drop the curveball on him. Got an 0-1 count.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And a fastball just a bit up.
Seems like he's thrown everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled them off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here.
Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Digging in, Trey Mancini, and he comes in hitting right at 260 on the season. Into the windup and the pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he just misses with a curveball.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
Kyle Seager.
Kyle Seager started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with a fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
I like the call for the 2-strike changeup, but you got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
That is the 4th foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
Oh, and a big swing there by Seager as he gets a hold of one high and deep out to right field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Here's Adrian now, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Curveball that time, not even close.
Pretty easy pegs to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a looper to left. Cozart onto the grass, and he makes the catch for the second out. Standing in, Mitch Haniger. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Here's Chris Carter now. 7, 8, 9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Designated hitter, Chris Carter.
In there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Albert Pujols, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Pujols.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. High pop-up. Paxton is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Austin Hedges. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. Here it comes on 1-1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
You know, I think that off-speed pitch fooled him a little bit, but not enough. He was able to hold back.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Gordon has it in his tracks, and that retires the side. At the plate, Denard Span. He'll start things out against Garrett Richards as we get the inning underway.
Denard Span.
Swing and a shot back up the middle, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners. Stepping in, Mike Zunino. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Zunino.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. From the stretch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Stepping in, D. Gordon. 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
In there, a base hit. Gene Segura standing in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Gene Segura.
First pitch on its way. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Trout has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Ready for another chance? Andrelton
Leading off
Simmons
for the Angels,
comes into this at bat 0
shortstop,
for 1 in the ball game.
Andrelton Simmons.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money at.
Smoked on the ground left side. And the Halos have their first hit of the game. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. And indeed no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Cole Calhoun will stand in now as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And this one's in the dirt and no advance. It's ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. The throw will go to third. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Striding in once again, Trey Mancini. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Number 18.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Baseman number 15.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Kyle Seager. He went deep in his first at bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. 0-1 count and the pitch. Ran that one in on him a bit, as this time it's tapped foul at home plate. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Trout. And that's the second out of the inning. So 2 gone in the inning now for Adrian Gonzalez.
First baseman, Adrian Gonzalez.
Hit in the air to center field. Trout will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. At the plate, Justin Upton comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
The left fielder, number 8.
Here comes the first pitch, and he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. The pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Ian Kinsler. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. And this is going to be a foul ball. A 1-1 home to Kinsler. And now here's Kinsler with a drive. High and deep to left field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Here's Chris Carter now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Chris Carter.
Ball 1. Bases are empty, one man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Coming in is Haniger. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The first baseman, number 5.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Shot toward right center. And he will reach up to make the catch. Oh, what a play that time, as that ball had extra bases written all over it. But with that catch, the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mitch Haniger. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
I really love the way he's attacking hitters on that first pitch. It's over 80% first pitch strikes in this game. And that's why he's having such great success.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Popped high in the air. Pujols is over. Makes the play, 1 away. Digging in for his second at bat, Denard Span. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Into the windup and the pitch. Lined hard toward right center, and Span is aboard. It's a base hit. So striding in, Mike Zunino. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. To third, fielded by Kozar. Kinsler for 1. Over to Pujols, and it's a double play that'll get him out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Austin Hedges comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
The batter, number 2.
Striding in once again, Andrelton Simmons. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Matt, I don't know if you know this, but less than 60% of his first pitches have been for a strike. And he's still having a good game. I don't know what he's doing. They just haven't been able to figure him out.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that's in there. Base hit. Digging in and looking for more. Zach Kozar. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First offering on its way. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The 0-1 on its way. This one's down to third. There is Seager. Cano for 1. Over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. Digging in once again, D. Gordon. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Gordon.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. 50th pitch of the game on its way. And he lays off for ball one. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Looking at strike two, a fastball that catches the inside corner. Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number one.
Shortstop
Gene Segura standing in. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line softly toward the hole. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner. Stepping up to the plate, Robinson Cano. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 0-1 pitch. He pulls this one into right. Calhoun is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready for another shot now, Trey Mancini. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. From the stretch, runner goes. Hit back toward the mound. Simmons to his left. He's there. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. All square at one as we get set to start the seventh. But before we do, let's take a look at the game.
Center fielder number 27, Mike Trout.
Into the windup and the pitch. Mike Trout stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Well, he got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Cole Calhoun.
First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Ball hit out towards Cano at second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Here's Justin Upton now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
This has been an interesting game to watch. I mean, he's less than 60% of the time he's throwing that first pitch for strikes. So he's been having to throw stress pitches almost to every hitter.
Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2. Another one sent foul. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Ready for another chance? Kyle Seager. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Third baseman, Kyle Seager.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And Kinsler will flip it onto first for out number 1. Here's Adrian now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And that one stayed too low, apparently. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And stretching for it is Kinsler, but it's out of reach. A base hit. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away.
The batter.
Ready once again, Mitch Haniger. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Everybody knows he's got that fastball up in the hundreds. Man, you just got to get yourself ready to let it fly. Get your hands through the zone as quick as you can.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Another 1-2 delivery. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Now batting, Denard Span. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And he got him to swing early as this is skied out toward right. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Left side. Segura backhands it deep in the hole. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single. So stepping in, Chris Carter. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Hot shot to third. Seager fields it cleanly to second for one. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Here now is Mike Zunino. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch.
Zunino.
Tough slider down low for a strike.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked the guy up with it.
Hard liner toward short. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Center fielder
standing in, D. Gordon. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll get down for a base hit. Gene Segura standing in. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Gene Segura.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
Calhoun has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. First offering on its way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Calhoun retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Austin Hedges. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Hedges.
And now a pitch on the way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Now that's a good curveball. That's the old 12 to 6 from midnight to 6 a.m. and he's doing it all day.
And no swing apparently. Ball 1. On its way is pitch number 75.
1 ball.
Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single. In now is Andrelton. Simmons. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Here's the first pitch. Hit to short. And that's through into left, and back-to-back singles have him in business to start the ninth. Here's the shortstop, Zach. He was a double play victim last time around. Mike Morris. Here's the first pitch. He was fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be two? Cano for one. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play. Digging in, Mike Trout. No hits in 3 tries. And he'll take first here on the intentional walk, so make it runners at the corners now. With 2 away, James Pazos. Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. Here's the first pitch. Cole Calhoun swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
He's in a tough jam right here, but you see what he's doing? He's going back with his best stuff, reaching back, trusting his fastball.
And he just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him. 0-2. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And he looks at the ball, 1-2.
This is a big spot right here. 2 runners on. You got an 0-2 count. You waste one. Now you make it work. Throw one in the dirt. Throw one high. Make him chase it, and you got a chance to strand those runners on base.
Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Hold the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. Throw to first, and that gets him out of the jam. Digging in to try it again. Trey Mancini 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Starting to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
That's your classic front door slider. It doesn't break like you expect it to, and all you can do is freeze as a hitter, and he got the call.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a nice take right there. You don't get too excited about somebody taking a pitch, but a changeup right there in that situation with 2 strikes, that's good hitting.
Fly ball out toward left center field. And this is taken in by Upton for the first out. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Seager will wait on the 1-0. Fouled back. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on that swing.
He'll try it again, 3-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Oh, and that nearly sent us home and sent this crowd into hysterics, but it'll wind up a foul ball. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Well, now they wait to work the count. This is a long AB, but if they wanted to have any shot at him, you need to have these kind of at-bats early in the game.
High in the air out to center field. Trout is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Now in the box, Adrian Gonzalez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Richards is ready. 1-0 on its way. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Here's Justin Upton now. He'll be the one to start things out. Ryan Cook.
Justin Upton. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mariners, number 44. Ryan
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Drilled right back up the middle. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball. 1-1. A 1-1 home to Kinsler. Turned on down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Here's Chris Carter now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Number 17 will be called upon here. The hit with the game on the line. Number 17. Drilled on the ground to short. 1 there. On to first, and how about that for an entrance? 1 pitch, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Settling in now, Mitch Haniger. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Jim Johnson comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Jim Johnson.
Hit on the ground out to short. And on 1 pitch, he's retired. Ready now, Denard Span is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch on its way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. 1 out, nobody on. Line to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single. Coming to the plate now, Mike Zunino. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Here's the first pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 0-1. And this one gets away. And a huge mistake, as that's going to move the winning run into scoring position. The 1-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. In now, D. Gordon. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. And he'll take first here on the intentional walk, so making runners at the corners now with 2 away. Now at the plate, Gene Segura. He flew out in his last at-bat. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. The 0-1. Now a swing here and a little looper, and I don't think anyone's going to get there. That one's going to fall. And they're going to walk off as winners. They've taken it here in extra innings. So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're in